Well, I know. Reggie, you'll film anything, won't you? Well, let me, we'll try and look at this, especially when a heavier vehicle comes through. I'm bringing a friend to a hospital appointment. I'm retired now, you know. And I'll make a film out of anything, won't I? Well, I've seen this man. So what I do is, rather than go in the hospital car parks, blah, 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 I drop him off at the hospital. It's like a 2-hour appointment. It's a regular thing. He has to have like a you know, when they not change your blood, but they put something in you, don't they? They give you a bag of injection stuff. Anyway, he'll tell us when he comes back. Anyway, so what I do is I drive a mile or so away from the hospital, big busy hospital, and I just happen to find a street where a nice quiet street where I can park up, just at the side of the road. So he rings me, and within a few minutes,
great stuff.
I'm there. So anyway, last few times I've been looking at this manhole, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm gonna try and see if we can do it. It's actually moving out, but you can't see it. So I'll put it on slow motion, try and capture this manhole moving, and see what we can do. But yes, I'll make a film of any situation that I find myself in. So today you're going to have to suffer this manhole moving.
So I look like Father Christmas.
I asked Robert permission. Did he want to divulge his, was it an illness?
I got rheumatoid arthritis, so it affects your joints. And I have to have infusion. If you look at my hand, look how it's all gone.
The knuckle here, look.
Yeah, I can't straighten my hand, and then my arm's stuck at 45 degrees.
Yeah.
And I have infused every 4 weeks. Now it's supposed to help. As anybody who's got rheumatoid arthritis, it just slows it down a bit. You never cure it. So I've had an injection in my ankle, so that's helped.
Yeah.
But the infusion every 4 weeks, it does help. Yeah, I mean, you go in there, they do tests, take all your blood, things like that. Then they hook you up for half hour. And then from there on, then check it over. Make sure if it's okay when you finish the infusion.
That's right. I couldn't remember the name infusion. I just said
yes,
like a bag, isn't it? And they put injection medicine in a bag.
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap.
No.
And I've been going for probably 15 years now doing it. I've been doing it for 15 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's more than Reggie's had on his videos. But I say it's just one of them things.
Rheumatoid arthritis, is that what they call it?
My son calls it rheumatoid.
Because?
I don't know, but he calls it rheumatoid.
Yeah. Oh.
So you got two types. You got arthritis. So they say, oh, we've got arthritis in the knee.
Yeah.
With rheumatoid arthritis, it attacks your blood.
Yeah.
So your blood is attacking your joints. So every joint that you got in your body, that it's been attacked by the rheumatoid arthritis. And some days you can have good days, and some days you can have bad days. But majority, I'd say with myself, is always bad days. You're always because you're in pain all the time. You don't notice the pain because you're in pain all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like you go and kick your toe, Reg, on a plank of wood. You get pissy, you know, and you go, oh, my pain.
Yeah.
Because you're in pain all the time, you don't notice it much.
Really. So that's the infusion today.
Yes.
But then what's the thing that goes in your ankles, the injection bit?
That's a steroid. So what they do, you can have I can have it every 3 months, I think. So they inject into your ankles, put a steroid in your ankle, because my ankles are quite bad. There's no movement in my ankles whatsoever.
Yeah. So
they inject it into me both ankles. And that'll last about 4 months where I can walk all right.
You feel you like that, don't you?
Yeah,
you can feel that instantly, can't you?
Pain. Imagine the pain now when they do. It's like somebody kick you in the balls.
Oh yeah.
The pain's horrendous when they're injecting it in there. But once it's in there and done, the benefits outweigh the pain. If that makes sense. But overall, Reg.
Yeah, we're alive and kicking, aren't we?
People ask, does the wind affect him more?
Yeah.
in my opinion now, it can be a nice day, nice, beautiful day. I can still be in pain.
Blimey.
And this blouse-up's now good.
Yeah, we've just pulled over in a lay-by to make the film. Let me just do a quick change. Look at you doing something.
Here's up to no
And
good.
we're up to no good in a lay-by.
Yeah.
It's in quite a state of disrepair. It's slowly been getting worse and worse. It makes quite a noise. The vehicles that hit it, well, the vehicles that hit it make quite a bang on it. Most cars seem to be seeing it and avoiding it, and of course they've got a bit of a wide middle lane here. I think the vans are the ones that hit it. But it is quite a... Now that wouldn't spill you on a bike, but if you were coming along on a bike, there we are. Oh, we would have loved that in slow motion, wouldn't we? Let's see, it makes quite a noise, doesn't it? Let's see if we can stand here for a bit and wait for a truck. It's chilly this morning though. We did it. There's a bit of a bank here, so if we walk down the bank, we should be at the same level. Let's see if we can catch a car going over it. See what it does. It moves quite a bit, but you've got to be quite quick. The problem is we're watching here in a short space and we're trying to get there, and the ones you film seem to notice it and avoid it, or seem to go over it quietly, and the ones that you don't film clatter over it. Even some of the trucks have been going over it quite calmly, but it seems to be the vans that are wider, or maybe there's oncoming, because they have got, see that one went over it. Let's try and get something like that in slow-mo, but when I put the slow-mo on, they avoid it or go around it. It must be when there's traffic coming to meet them. They tend not to go into the middle a little bit to avoid it. So, we'll persevere, shall we? So hard to judge which one's going to hit it and which ones hit it and move it and which ones avoid it. Tends to be these vans. And I'm guessing it depends whether a vehicle is loaded or unloaded. You know, there's a difference between a 15 or a 16 ton Arctic empty going over it and a fully freighted 44 ton truck going over it. But wow, you know, the roads have been deteriorating. You would have thought there would be some system, not so much not relying on the public. You're not telling me that there's a dustbin man or a council man or a council lorry or a council employee, you know, a trusted source doesn't go over this. And oh, by the way, you know, there's a manhole coming loose in such an area, such a place. So they know, you know, it's not bogus. A genuine worker has told them about it, and it gets on the list to repair. Is that sewerage? Is that British Telecom? You wouldn't know, would you, who owns what manhole, what's in there? Well, I'm going to have another look in a minute, and we'll go and see if we've got a name on it. Could be telephone? I don't know if it's... because look, there's wires here, so there is wires going to the house. So there's telephone wires here. That's the speed camera, the street lights here. Yeah. Oh, I've not been very successful. You know, every time you try and get it slow-mo, they avoid it. And when you do get it slow-mo, they, when you're not watching it in slow-mo, they hit it. Oh, you ever tried catching a manhole in the middle of a road? So hard to get. Anyway, we'll persevere, and we'll get the perfect shots if we wait long enough. I've just noticed it says BT, British Telecom, so I guess that's some sort of telephone people would be in charge of that. When it gets in, let's try and get the perfect shot. Seems to me the multi-axle vehicles seem to be giving it less damage. That Arctic went by and it seemed to float across the top of it because there were 6 axles, a 3 and a 3. I think we need a heavy twin axle vehicle so the first axle goes over and the second axle. But I'm stood here underneath a speed camera. They can see me, they know to avoid it, they can see me film. That would have been a good one in slow motion, wouldn't it? Some of them, the more I concentrate on it, the more they seem to avoid it. Leaders. Anyway, let's keep persevering, see if we can get the perfect shot of this moving. think that's going to get as good as it's going to get. That, did you see? The actual lid itself seemed to flex, doesn't it? The steel, you think it'd be solid though. It'll be interesting to see now. Take this back and put it in the on the big television. But I think this last shot that we just had is about as perfect as we can get. So I hope you enjoyed my manhole. Go on, hit it. Oh, they're avoiding it. I hope you enjoyed my manhole video today. So, my challenge to you is, where is your nearest manhole? Have you watched it deteriorated? Have you seen what happens when certain vehicles drive over it certain ways? How long is it taking? Have you reported it? Have they said anything about it? When are they going to come and repair it? How bad does it get before they turn up and repair it? Does this mean there's going to have to be an accident? somebody get hurt, somebody put a claim in for a wheel possibly, or a rim, or it's going to make somebody swerve across the road and someone's going to get seriously injured before they fix it. I mean, it would spill. It could spill a little bike. It would definitely upset a push bike if you didn't see it. It's very odd. Some people are hitting it bang, and someone avoids seeing it and just moving over, and then others, they use this extra space here. They come out late, but you know, it's very odd. So my challenge to you, for a change, it's not a tool challenge. Go and find yourself a piece of infrastructure that's deteriorating, that you can monitor somewhat close, you know, just something different. And I'll tell you what, how difficult it is to just get the perfect shot. It's so hard. Only that I'm stuck here, that I'm here waiting. I can't do nothing else. I've got the time to do it. But and which vehicles do you think hit it the worst and which don't? And how many people see it and avoid it, and how many people just crash straight through it? Local scrapman, look! Oh, he stopped. Makes a noise.